It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones. If it's farming, gardening, information, or just plain interesting, you can catch it all right here on Down Home in the Tri-States.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Glad to have you with us on Down Home in the Tri-States. I'm Ron Jones, and we're on every Saturday morning at 5:30 right here on News 13 WMBB. And like we always say, folks, we appreciate you watching this program and doing business with our sponsors, because that's what keeps us on the air. So if you like this program, patronize our sponsors and do business with them and let them know where you saw their advertisement. I tell you what, y'all about ready for it to warm up a little bit? I tell you what, I wish it would stay warm, but we may have a little bit more cold weather before it gets really warm to stay here. But anyway, I'm all ready for it. But, let me see what I want to remind y'all now. Today, at the Panhandle Pioneer Settlement in Blountstown, Florida, is going to be the classical desserts. That starts at 6:30 tonight at the Sam Atkins Park. That's in Blountstown, Florida. It's on Highway 20. So y'all be sure to attend that. It's always a good thing. It's kind of a neat little thing they do over there. And they're going to be on February the 15th. They're going to be having the Sacred Harp Sing, and that's always a good little event too. Let me see what else we got here. You can contact Diane Watson at 674-2777, 674-2777 at Panhandle Pioneer Settlement. She'd be glad to give you any information you need to know. Good news on Main Street Market. They're going to be selling pretty soon. Coming up, they're going to be selling fertilizer and seed. Now you can get everything in one place: fertilizer, seed, feed, and everything. Get it all in one place at Main Street Market. So y'all be watching for that. Let's see, Water Dam. I hope none of y'all had to call Water Dam, but on behalf of Water Dam, I hope you did. But so he can keep his food on the table. But we've had some cold water, and a lot of people losing, busting pipes and things. So y'all keep Water Dam in mind. Now that's 535-9308, 535-9308. And what better way to keep your well and all protected by going to Atlas Portable Buildings? Get you a building. You probably need one anyway. They can probably fix it to go over your well and your pump and everything, your storage tank and all that stuff, and keep it out of the elements. That's Atlas Portable Buildings. Talk to them about it. Let's see. And also, February the 15th is going to be the Mason auction. That's coming up. Y'all put that on your calendar now. And I attended the National Association of Small Farmers, Inc. Last week. Folks, that's a pretty good deal. And y'all, if you got 1 acre or more with a well, you qualify for this. And you can go online and look and see more about it. It's NASF Inc. NASFINC.org. And it's what they do is it's hydroponics and aquaculture, where they come to your place. They come and set it all up, the building and everything. They get it all ready to go. Doesn't cost anything out of your pocket, and it's your business. Okay. You lease all this stuff, but you don't pay for anything. You set it all up, you take care of it, you grow it, and when it gets come time to harvest, they come get it, they take it, and they send you a check. Okay, it's a good thing if your wife needs an extra job, or you need a little extra job, or if you want to go into it really big and both of you working and everything. But it's a really good deal. So if y'all want more information about that, it's 850-397-4442. 850-397-4442. Just give Karen a call, and she'll tell you all about it. That's a pretty good deal, folks, where you ain't got to spend anything out of your pocket. And I was wondering about this, that's why I wanted to attend. But there was about 50 some odd people there, and a lot of them from seeing it on the show last week. So y'all give Karen a call. And today we're going to have part 1 from the Panhandle Pioneer Settlement, the Annual Hog Butchering Day. Alto and my wife Janet went over and got some good footage, so we're going to have that on. So y'all watch this. Remember to do business with our sponsors. We'll be back in just a minute.
Pick
could have been an engineer, a navigator, a teacher, or a veterinarian. But rather than wear any one of those hats, he chose to wear all of them. He's a Florida farmer.
Don't miss the next big auction at the Mason Auction Yard in Campbellton, Florida. It's February the 15th, 8 a.m. to the annual Farm and Construction Auction. Don't miss it. Saturday, February the 15th at the Mason Auction Yard, Highway 231 North, Campbellton, Florida. 8 a.m. annual Farm and Construction Auction. Folks, there ain't no better way to wake up to breakfast in the morning than there is to Register's Meat Products. They got your regular smoked sausage, and they got your hot smoked sausage. I like that one. And they got your center cut cured bacon. Man, that's my favorite. I love this stuff. And they got your smoked pork chops. Folks, you can get your Register's Meat at over 140 grocery outlets throughout the area. If they don't have it, tell them they need to get it. It's Register's. Tell them you want it, you demand it. And if you're in Cottondale, Florida, check out their store over there and get that Pick 5 for $19.99. Just like old Andy always said, it's good. Uh-oh, my well pump quit working. What? You mean I gotta wait a week for parts? I can't go a week without water? Folks, how many times have you heard that? Don't put yourself through misery when your well pump stops working. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan can get you up and going the day you call him. Unlike most well pump repairmen, Water Dan stocks and carries on his pump truck the parts you need to repair your pump. It may just be a simple adjustment. It doesn't matter whether it's a home, school, farm irrigation pump, business, livestock, pool. Water Dan can give you an honest opinion and do you an honest job. I use Water Dan anytime I have a problem because I know I can trust Water Dan, and I will have water today. Put this number on your fridge and call the man, Water Dan. 850-535-9308. 535-9308. Call the man, Water Dan. Water Dan is the customer's man.
What you cooking there?
Pork and beans.
Pork and beans.
Yes, ma'am.
Pork.
Beans and pork.
Beans and pork.
Yeah,
They'll think it's that old red
Yeah,
stuff.
beans and pork.
This is the homemade stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Tell me what you got in it.
Several hams, pork chops, some red meat. I boiled it for about 5 hours on the cook stove yesterday, so it's got a good start. I got little beans to go with a lot of pork.
Okay.
And we got mixture of beans and rotel tomatoes. It was a big hit last year.
Okay.
So we thought we'd go at it again. We
It
take
looks
this-
good.
Good. You hang around and eat some.
Okay.
Take this round back.
Tell me what your name is.
Doobie Hayes.
Doobie Hayes. I
Yes,
remember
ma'am.
you from last year.
Yes, ma'am. I helped cook the haslet too. Stew back on the backside too.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you know what
Okay.
to say. You
You're doing a good job.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is a blacksmith shop. We got a little class going on. They're interviewing the students, tell them where they live and what they've been doing.
Hey Walker, how are you? What grade you in? Okay. Kenny?
Kenny Jordan out of Panama City. I work for Pettibone Concrete Company. I've been construction and remodeling for the last 30 years, and I seen the ad in the paper, figured I'd like to try this.
Sounds like a winner. I'm gonna wait to move to Florida where it's warm.
I will.
Hey, I have Jared here helping me today, and first time that he and I have met, and this is gonna be a real interesting day. What we're gonna do is try to accomplish a few tasks. I'm gonna go through basically all three of them real quick, and hopefully quick, maybe slower.
Go ahead.
You never know, all depends on the fire. And then we're gonna exercise hammer control. Let's see, how many, make sure you have gloves, at least one. Gloves are in, okay, good.
Yep.
Eye protection is always a good idea.
There, everything.
Okay. Hearing protection if you want it, but remember, hearing loss is accumulative. That means that whatever you lose today stays with you forever. That's why I can't hear you, Danny. But mine was lost because of gunfire and things of that sort in my tainted history.
I got a ringing in my ears from years of heavy construction equipment, running, chop saws and skill saws and stuff, so I know where you're talking about.
Is this
Long ago, the old timers pretty much went out in the river swamp and trapped or killed a hog, a wild hog. He's called a piney wood rooter. He roots up roots and acorns and all with his tush and his teeth and all, and they taste real good, wild hogs. And this grows on the boar hogs.
okay?
Of course, they raise their domestic hog on the farm. They can do either
Yeah.
one.
What are we having today?
Domestic,
Domestic.
yeah. They tend to be a little tough, but the flavor is really good.
Yeah.
Acorns and grain fed like that. Something that's just according to, if a good young one is the best of wild hog beef.
Yeah.
What's that?
This is the pot that they're getting ready to skin the hog. They're boiling water here under this open fire.
And this water, about right, yeah.
Get something started, like a brand new Kubota M-Series tractor during Kubota's Too Great to Wait power sale. Get a feature-loaded M-Series with powerful engine options from 46 to 135 horsepower. With Kubota, you get comfort, intuitive controls, and value. So don't wait to make a great deal on a Kubota M-Series with 0 down and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months during Kubota's Too Great to Wait power sale.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Soul Tractor today.
You want quality, craftsmanship, the best portable building you can get, you need to come to Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages. It's all built right here on site in Panama City, folks. Y'all come do business with them. State inspected and approved. Stop paying for somebody else's building. At Atlas, you can rent to own. Choose from a big selection or have it built to your need. Top grade 2x4 studs, pressure treated floor joists. Need a strong, well-built garage? We can build them too. At last. Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages you can trust. It's the best product you're going to find when it comes to portable buildings and garages. Come see Dwayne Phillips. Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages on Highway 231 across from Gulf Asphalt. This is where you'll find Rhino boats. This is where you'll find Suzuki and Honda outboards. Don't buy a copycat if it doesn't say Rhino boat, you're at the wrong place. We take our boats and outboards seriously. Call or come by Joe's Motor Service, Hartford, Alabama. Folks, don't break your back anymore trying to have a good time fishing off the piers and bridges. The U-Go Pier Chair can solve your problems. The U-Go Fish Chair is built out of high-density aluminum and powder-coated for a lifetime of fishing pleasure. It attaches to any pier, bridge, or dock where there's a stable railing. It can be used on commercial boats or boats with a decent-sized gunnel or transom. Lightweight and compact, the fishing chair stores easily and travels well. The chair comes with 2 pole holders so you can relax relax while fishing. Virtually any boat seat and swivel will fit the chair. With a set of wheels attached to the base, you can easily roll the chair to your desired fishing location. The Yugo Fish Chair will support any individual up to 300 pounds. Check them out, folks, the Yugo Pier Chair. Also ask about the Tailgater Bench and the Yugo Deer Stand. Folks, call them today. Give them a call at 265-1151, 265-1151.
How many of you belong to the facility or have a facility membership here? If you don't, I would suggest that you do, because that's the thing that keeps this place up and going. It's extremely important. And I brought some paperwork with me for the Florida Artists Blacksmith Association. If you like it, because all of you live in the Northwest area, Florida's divided into 4 regions, and this is the most active region in the state with the highest level of concentrations per county in Leon and McCullough counties. So I'm placing it at the end, and what I'm going to do is just kind of square out this end a little bit. I'm drawing it, and I'm flattening it all at the same time. And you notice I'm not hitting it hard, but when it gets dark, I'm putting it back into the fire, because hitting cold steel is just an exercise and work. Hey Jared?
Yes, sir.
If I could get you to operate the blower for me, when I put the steel in, bring it up, when I bring the steel out, just stop it that way. Because if you keep the blower going, what it's doing is just burning up coal, and it's wasting it. Okay, now I've got that little shape right there. Can you see that? Okay, I'm going to bend that over. And I'm putting a hook on the end of it, which is the finial end. Okay. Now I'm going to do it to the other end. Now what we can do is, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out, and then each of you can make one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is hook this end that's hot into this jig, and I'm going to bring it around. So that the end of the hook is parallel with the main shaft. Okay, see how that is now? Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other end.
Keep your point fingers warm.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, during the winter time, you're everybody's best friend.
As you can tell, it's stuck in there. Now what I'm going to do is just flatten it a little bit. Now there's a magnet on this particular anvil. What it does is dampen the tone to the anvil, at the same time as if you're heating something up to non-magnetic for a quench on a specific thing, you're always testing the steel, because when it gets real hot it loses its ability to be magnetic.
Watch that kiddo, watch that kiddo. He's all right, you got about an inch or so. Be careful, come straight back. right, lay it down a little bit. That's it. All the way down. All right.
I'll take the hook out.
No, we'll leave it in there and turn it with it. See if we got enough help to pull him in and out. Who all's gonna help? Anybody else? I guess I got roped into it. Okay.
Seminole Feed from Main Street Market. When people care about their pets and animals, they want the best. That's why they feed them Seminole Feed, the world's best equine food. High fat, calorie rich, feed for breeding, performance, endurance, and show horses. Premium performance dog food, 26% crude protein. Don't settle for any less. Check out the complete line of Seminole Feed at Main Street Market. Seminole Feed, the best you can get.
Hey, you need it? We've got Main Street Market. We're located on the corner of Highway 90 and 77 in Chipley, Florida.
Coming soon to Main Street Market in Chipley, Florida on the corner of Highway 77 and 90. Seed and fertilizer. Now you can get it all in one location. Seed, feed, and fertilizer. Ask about it today.
Wow, this snow sure is gritty and salty. No, silly, this is sand, not snow. So that's why it's so hot. Yeah, but thank goodness our daddy owns A-Plus Air Conditioning. He keeps our home as cold as Alaska. Cool. Hey, I'll race you home.
For the most professional, most reliable, and most preferred air conditioning service in the area, call A-Plus Air Conditioning, 850-230-3009.
Okay, bet you I can win.
Go slow with him.
Oh, yeah, that water's right. Where you at, baby? Can you take this? Back in there, right there. What's up here? It's getting hot. Roll them again. Roll them again.
Steve, grab my hand. Don't pull up.
Kind of hot?
Just a little bit.
You got to pour the water out? All right, sure.
Don't want to scald my foot that much.
Yeah, pull some.
Just trying not to cut the skin too much. Or somebody else. We all have one cut already.
Yeah, I saw that.
He cut the big one, I think, with his thumb.
Man, that's bad.
Yeah.
He had a leaf?
Yeah, he cut it right across here, all the way to the bone. When he pulled the skin back, you see the ligaments.
I thought it looked pretty good.
Couldn't bend his thumb straight.
Bubba, be careful with that knife.
Okay, boy.
I want you to cut yourself. I got a lot of bubbles.
You got a lot of bubbles? You'd like to get up there and skate.
Well,
he shouldn't play.
Okay, come over here. Preston, you want to come over here by the fire? You want to come over here by the fire?
Well, whatever makes it come off. I know I have on. Just do it.
Did you have to stand up on it? Don't.
Yeah, I have done that. I'm glad to get
You got hands on you, pour water on at a time.
Get it good. Sam Ward, a little bucket, pour water on it. Yeah, I'll get it.
It's a big, it's not good all the time, but it's hot water.
This is the way you skin a hog. That's put him in the hot water, and that hair will come off of him. That's a big old pig there now.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Hey. Lord, have mercy.
Come on. Come on.
Screw around his leg there.
I'm burning my feet. You ain't gonna win. You got your scholar too? Get them hot boots off.
The hair comes off of him unless you get him hot.
Yeah. I just took a bath. I'm clean now.
We had a guy,
Throw me that one or you want?
we had a guy Thursday standing over there by the fire in the back and all of a sudden he was in fire.
He was on fire.
Martha, lay down beside that hog and I'll take your picture. Then you know how big the hog is. By the general store, they put up a little sign. An auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of Lincoln Line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of taking pain. Now my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned down. Nothing left to say.
He could have been an engineer, a navigator, a teacher, or a veterinarian. But rather than wear any one of those hats, he chose to wear all of them. He's a Florida farmer.
Nothing in the granary, no hay in the meadow, no cattle, no tractor, no we loaded up, took the clothes, the oil, and the testing. Mama read from the book. We took one last look, then we drove there. And on the post by the general store, they put up a little sign. An auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of Lincoln Line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache.
Be sure to catch us next week on Down Home in the Tri-States.
The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing left to say. Yeah, my daddy stopped talking. The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing